Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to install how to flash any ROM onto your Android device. Now first of all, if you haven't got TWRP or Team Win Recovery Project installed onto your phone, I will put a link in the description below the like button to my video on how to do that, because that is what you'll need to do for this. Now, I'm going to be using CM12 an unofficial version for my S3, because you can use official versions as well from the CyanogenMod website. So CyanogenMod. Just let it load, and you can use official ROMs as well, completely fine. Or for example, if you do actually want to do CyanogenMod, you can just use the installer. Unless you have Galaxy S3 19300, you can still use it with that, but you're likely to come into some trouble. So that's just CyanogenMod, or you can just download unofficial ROMs if, for example, you want to get CyanogenMod 12, but it's not supported on the S3. So, first of all, you want to do something like this: form XDA developers, then your ROM, and maybe a title. I know where this is from, so that's why I've given it such a long title to get me to this ROM here. And so if you are wanting CyanogenMod 12 on your S3 device, then this is the place to go. That's why there will be a bracket saying CM12 on S3 in the title. But otherwise, simply maybe form XDA developers, or just in reality you can just search up any ROM. Like, you can seriously, I'll just try HTC 1X. Again, I'm doing CyanogenMod because I know there's CyanogenMod 12. And here, unofficial CyanogenMod 12, because it is unofficial. And here it is, another. Let it load. There's another one here for you, so that you can actually get CyanogenMod on your phone. And of course, there are nightlies. There will be weeklies. These people who are making it will do, and you can always install and update your phone on. But I wouldn't suggest that unless if you have lots of apps on your phone, just simply because even if you do back it up, you will be losing your apps on the screen each time you have to re-download them. But if you just like Lollipop and you want to keep on getting updates, this is you can just do nightlies or weeklies, whatever it is, and also you can download the current unofficial build and things like that. You can seriously, Form XD developers are one of the best places, but there are plenty of ROMs out there for you to choose from. And so simply find one you want, and let's just carry on then. So you'll then want to find one you want and download it. So main download, you get it, and also you need Google Apps. And you need Google Apps because simply it doesn't come with it. And it's just basic. You need it because basically it doesn't come with it, it's just basic apps. And right now this one, the link isn't working. There's still minimal one. So here, sorry, here, I'll put in the link description below the like button, because this you can use for anything. You really can. So there's 5.0.x and 5.1, and you want to download this one. Now I already have a Google Apps, so I'm not going to download it. It's different to this one, but it works the exact same way. And there's also these if you want them, or change logs, or even there's the credits. So there's lots of things you can. There's lots of things if you really want to download or look at, you can. But yeah, I think it's just what it looks like, sort of. But it's just because you don't get it with it, so you want to download it, and you'll go through the exact same method. So once you downloaded the Google Apps, and you'll just say, click on here, this one you want, you can just close everything you want, and you want to have your phone connected, and you want to have USB debugging turned on, and you do this via the developer options by going to About Phone and clicking build number like 7-8 times, just repeatedly clicking it until it says developer options enabled. Then go to developer options, which is right above About Phone, and it should be there. So what you want to do is copy across the CyanogenMod. This is different, of course, you can see that different, but I'm just saying from my downloads, copy it across. Same with Google Apps, you copy across, and the root part of your file. On reality, you could pretty much drag across to any of these if you want. Plus, also, you don't actually have to use a computer for this. So if you really are, say, on a car journey somewhere, then you don't have to use a computer. You can just download it off the internet, and it'll be in your downloads folder, and you can just do it from there. So once you have these two zip files, okay, do not unzip them. The zip file is how the phone will read it, and it'll do all the extraction and all the implementation for you. So once you have these two zip files, you're pretty much ready to go, and now I will see you at the phone. Hey guys, so we're back at the phone, and so you'll want to go into recovery mode by home, up volume and power button until you see this logo, and let go. And this will take you into the team in recovery, which you should have installed. If you haven't, again, saying for the second time, watch my video in the description below the like button on what you need to do. Now, first off, there's a backup option, which I have got a backup on here, but you can also do EFS and cache, which would save, if it focus. But yeah, if you can see well enough, then there's also EFS up here and cache in the middle there. Which, if you can do those, you might as well if you want to make a proper backup if it's your first time, and if you have enough space. Otherwise, you don't need to back up. I don't really need to. And again, because you still keep your operating system as much as you would. So now you do wipe, and here, if you can see, all you're wiping is your data, your cache, and your Dalvik, not including internal storage. And that's all you need to wipe, because once you get back into your phone with your new ROM, all you'll see is this. You'll have your new ROM, and it'll just look different, really, with a few new features, which may be cool features. But you still keep all your internal storage and data that you want. So, swipe to factory reset. It's really quick. Done, see? Doesn't take much effort for it to do so. Go back, and then install. You go down to the bottom. Exactly what I'm saying, you have all these things, so if you wanted to find downloads, you can download, or you don't want to flash any other abnormal zips, but you can do it from there. So, up a level. Go to the bottom where mine are saved as CM12 and GApps. So you click on CM12, and here, just warn you, this operation may install incompatible software and render your device unusable. Ignore that. It's telling you that for every single thing, because simply it could, and I'm telling you now, I'm not held responsible for anything you do. If you download a dodgy ROM, all that will happen is this should tell you, sorry, the ROM is bad, the zip file is bad. But if you download a dodgy ROM or a ROM that's known to be dodgy, I can't do anything about that. That was your pick of ROM. But anyway, swipe to confirm flash, and now it will start flashing. And it says no MD5 files we found. That's fine. Doesn't need the MD file. It's just skipping. It's just skipping it because it's not needed. And it'll be different things. Like for example, this one I found is a lot longer than other ones I flashed before. But yeah, if you just let it load, it is really quite. It takes a while. So I'll just stop the video and come back then when it's done. So, and we're back, and as you can see, the zip has been installed. In completely, and it will look something like this. Then simply, you can go home and install again, because now we've got to go to the Google Apps. Which, if I could just, sorry about the weird lighting thing. the Google app at the bottom, you select that, and again you just swipe to confirm flash. Google Apps is a lot easier because it's just a lot smaller, which is just very simple. And again, it's skipping the empty file check because it's needed. Oh, okay, they're done. Simple as that, and you'll have a little sort of thing that will look like this. And you go home now, and lots of them say to wipe the cache again. I've never done that. If you want to, you can, but I've never done that. I'll simply reboot, system, and it will reboot it. And this is just the one I've got. Yeah, that's better. So after the rest of the video looks bright, but it's just better for seeing the screen. But yeah, and mine's just loading now, and I'll go to a stage when it's just going to be installing all of the apps necessary, all of the packages and everything onto the phone. And I'm simply just going to leave this for a bit. But actually no, wait, I'm just going to show you that it's going to go through all of this. It's going to go through all it does go through, and it's going to say installing apps, and it's going to go through that for a while. I'm going to leave this because you'll probably be really bored just staring at the screen. So it's going to go all through all of that, going through all the apps, and then simply it will take you to the home startup page, which I'll show you. So see you then. Hey guys, so we're back on this welcome screen, and it'll seriously just be a welcome screen. It will be as it was as you remember first opening your phone. So you can carry on. Just say if I connect to just connect, and I'll check connection, and I'll go through every single setting, checking for updates. But of course, because if you have a normal ROM, then chances are you actually probably can get updates, but because it's unofficial, I won't be able to. I'll skip. Name to my phone. Next. Or next. And finish. And your phone is done. Everything's perfectly ready to use as you want it to be. With, as you can see, the Google Apps here, and that's what you had to install. You get Play Store, but you don't get these apps. So if you really don't care, you don't have to do it, but you might as well, install them. And so, thank you very much for watching. You can leave here if you want, because all I'm going to be showing you now are some cool features of having your own custom ROM or having this CM12 by Temasek ROM. So, thank you very much for watching. If you want to leave now, if not, you carry on watching. So, I assume you're carrying on watching, so let's go to settings. And then settings, and you have all your main things that you always have, except the thing you always have. And I have Super SU just because I've rooted. I did a no thanks. I did a root thing beforehand. About phone. And if you go down to the build number, I think, tab loads, and now you got development settings, which is quite nice. You haven't. That's in all phones. Developer options, so you can have Android debugging, and you can have other things. There's loads of different things. I suggest just browsing through here to see what you might want, really. So back, and then the main thing I'm going to be showing you just now is here. It should be here. Temasek spare parts, just because he made this, and if you have custom unofficial ROMs, you'll get things like this. So there are screen animations. You can have a screen recorder. You can change how your like here. If I want button animation, just test it and it does something else, or fast fade, like that. Grow fade. It does something different for each of the ones you want, so just mess around with it. Gesture anywhere, app circle, which is just weird things left and right side of the screens, I wouldn't suggest using because they're kind of strange. Gesture anywhere, here, width, say make it bigger, show you, add, just create one, add gesture, applications, camera, like on the 1+1 if you want, circle, done, back, you just tap here, circle, or some sort of circle, and it will get you to the camera. Although this is a type of camera app, so I was just getting a better camera app. But yes. Also, if you want for signage mod, turn that off. There are things on, I think it is the buttons, and if you are used to iOS, like I sort of am, on my iPad, you can hear double tap action. Could be the recent app switcher. So now, I've got all the recent apps, then you can just close. And I'll just suggest messing around with some of the features. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with friends, or click the subscribe button on the screen here. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.